This conference is focusing on the funk, and the funk for us is creolization, both in theory and practice. So we have invited a number of activists, a number of theorists, a number of philosophers, sociologists.
The ease with which Rahman was removed from office by one judge, a deputy judge sitting alone, suggests, in Sarah Ahmed's terms, that Rahman's time in power was somehow always up. It was always particularly precarious, that as a Muslim from Bangladesh living in Britain today, Tower Hamlets was never really available to him as a space for action.
In contrast to fields like Caribbean economics, Caribbean literature, Caribbean philosophy has made a late recovery. I mean, we've already had Nobel Prizes in economics and literature before Caribbean philosophy got academic recognition.
Taking the kind of funk as our anchoring principle, we've been talking about questions of law and race, questions of decolonizing the curriculum, questions around what is the relationship between thought and practice, activism and academia, art, and how those can all interrelate with each other to try and create a different kind of world.
Language has a much bigger history than our lives. We are a moment in it. And so language took, and especially prepared with that other kind of politics, language took the word deconstruction and made it into a sexy word for breaking up. We had a very good word for it, which was analysis, breaking up. But deconstruction sounds nicer. So that thing, what he was trying to do was he was trying to undo destruction and put construction within it.
Gayatri Spivak's talk this morning was a very good example of the funk. She was combining anecdotes and experiences with a very close reading of Jacques Derrida's Of Grammatology, which is the result of her more than 40 years engagement with deconstruction. It was a fantastic talk. People enjoyed it. Some were laughing, some were disagreeing with what she was saying, some were asking pointed questions. This is exactly the kind of philosophical, theoretical and political exchange that we want here at Birkbeck and at the School of Law, focusing on the funk.